Hello, this is Thea Maria Carlson. I'm the Executive Director of the Biodynamic Association, and I'm here with Gunther Hauk, who's one of our keynote speakers for the 2019 Biodynamic Conference. Welcome, Gunther.
Thank you. I am glad to be with you.
Great. So to start off, could you just tell us a little bit about yourself and the work that you do in the world?
Well, I started out professionally really as a university teacher, college teacher, and then I left that to become a children teacher at a water school for over 20 years. I was mainly a gardening teacher in Stuttgart at the first water school, and then a little further away in Heidenheim. And then in '96, I came back to the United States and co-founded the Pfeiffer Center, which I'm happy to say is still going strong, and built up the classes, the curriculum and all that. Of course, it's been expanded with Meg and Megan, but that was the first thing. And then in 2006, Vivian, my wife, and we started Spikenard Farm, honeybee sanctuary. And that has been going now for 13 years. And we are in Floyd, and it's beautiful. And we have a new building as of last year. And and we have Alex with us as my successor. So that's about where I am worldwide.
Great.
Of course, I travel worldwide to give workshops. Was in Israel, in the UK, in Switzerland, Germany. Invitations from China and Australia, but the trip is a long one. So
it is, yeah, for sure.
I don't accept those easily.
Yeah. How would you describe your relationship to biodynamics?
Well, it's a very warm and deep relationship. It started out actually that I became a gardening teacher at the first water school, and it was a beautiful, beautiful school garden. Just, with everything needed, flower beds and vegetables and orchard and 10 hives of bees there and a lot of children, of course. So I think when I first learned about biodynamics, it was the intriguing mystery of what is behind that. And, all that sounds so strange, put chamomile into intestines and all that. I took and courses and all that, and got into it right away with a deep appreciation.
Wonderful. So the theme of this year's Biodynamic Conference is cultivating relationships, Earth, cosmos, and community. And just wanted to ask what in that theme resonates with you?
Actually, all of it. Because here on Earth, nothing goes forward without relationships. Very basic relationships, with the parents and siblings, and then with friends all over the world, with the land and the animals and the plants, and all that is relationships, either good ones or bad ones. Or non-existing ones. If you're just sitting in front of the computer and never look at a plant, then there isn't really a relationship. Of course, we eat them daily. That's another one. But spiritually speaking, we are in deep relationships in the spiritual world when we die and before we come back. All of that is relationships that depend on what we do here on Earth. So nothing is automatic. And the people who say, oh yeah, I'm gonna wait till I die to find out about that, that's, we are creating the miner's lamps there, on top. to then consciously experience relationships that we won't if we don't do the work here. And of course, yeah, relationships to the unseen world, to the elemental beings, to the hierarchies. All of it is relationships.
Yeah.
And as I say, either good ones or bad ones.
Right. Yeah, so your keynote is a panel with three other people who you all mentioned, Alex, who you worked together with at Spikenard, and Mac and Megan, who are at the Pfeiffer Center. So can you talk a little bit about the keynote and what you're excited to bring through that?
Yeah, it was a little bit interesting or funny for me that I saw Megan, where she was an intern of mine before I left for Spikenard. And Mac Mead was a colleague. We gave biodynamic workshops together in my one-year class. And then he was with me in my last year at the Pfeiffer Center. So he's my successor there. And Alex was an intern and is my successor at Spikenard Farm. So I'm the old guy on the block and have a very deep relationship with the three of them. So I'll be interested to see what they say, and definitely it's a great joy to be together with them and to be working for biodynamics in that respect. I mean, I was on a biodynamic board as a board member in my first years till Spikenard Farm was started, and then I just had to focus on that. But I'm so glad how things are developing and growing in the biodynamic movement. That's really encouraging.
Great, great. Yeah, it's a really exciting time. Well, is there anything else that you would like to share with folks who might be interested in coming to the conference this year?
Well, I looked at the schedule and it really looks like it's going to be a great conference with a pre-conference subjects and opportunities, and the conference itself. And Lake George is a beautiful area. So when we get out of the hotel in the conference center, we have a beautiful surrounding. I think that temperature of the water will be too cold to swim unless you come from Canada and are used to that. But I'm looking forward to the conference very much. Last year I wasn't able to come, so I look forward to meeting old friends, young friends, old friends, and it sounds exciting. I think everybody who has a piece of land or a garden or an orchard and wants to take it from sustainable, organic to thriving should actually participate.
Wonderful. Thank you, Gunther. Yes, I'm really excited for the conference too. And if anyone wants to learn more about it, you can go to biodynamics.com/conference and get all the details. All right. Well, thank you so much, Gunther. It's lovely to talk with you, and I look forward to seeing you in person in November.
Yes, I look forward to seeing you there too.
Okay.
All the best in the meantime.
You too.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.